So hello, today I wanted to show you how to convert a voltage source to a current source. And let's take a simple example. Let's say we have a voltage source, like this one. Say how many, for the sake of simplicity, say we have here 10 milliohm as a resistance of the voltage source, which is rather than dimensions of let's say a battery or something. And then let's have here the 9 volt, and this is a voltage source. And now we want to convert this to a current source. And the first thing to ask is, what will the current be if shorted? Because if these two shall be equivalent, then the current generated by this voltage source should be equal to the current generated by the current source. And so here we draw our thought line and short it out. Let's set it down here. Let's think that this is shorted, and let's calculate the current. So the general formula is U equals R times I, and then if we want to have I, that means I equals U divided by R. With our concrete numbers, that is 9 volts divided by 10 milliohm, and that is 9 divided by 10 is 0.9, and then milli below the line means times 1000 volts, and that is and then we have not volts, but we have volts divided by, and ohm is volts divided by ampere. And if we flip volts divided by ampere around, because this is the way we bring it up, then we have ampere by volts. Volts cancel out and we're left with ampere, what we wanted, and this is 900 ampere. Quite a lot. And so we can already say that if we had here then a current source, which is often also like this symbol, it would have 900 ampere. And yeah, the last question we have is, okay, when you have a current source, then the resistor is always in parallel with the source. So we have here our A, our pole B, our pole A, our pole B. And now if we short this out, AB, then the current will be 900 amperes, because the current will seek its path through the path of least resistance, and here will be no resistance. If it's shorted, we have 900 ampere here. We have 900 ampere here between A and B, and that is good. Speaking from ampere, and this resistor, the question is, how do we find it? And the answer to that is, now we think the short is not here, but we ask ourselves, what is the behavior when the circuit is open? So the open circuit voltage of this left circuit, what it is it open circuit voltage is often abbreviated OCV. And on the left side, of course, because it's a 9 volt voltage source, this is 9 volt. And if these two are equivalent, then the open circuit voltage here to the right has also to be 9 volts. So they have to be the same, of course. So the short circuit behavior has to be the same, and the open circuit behavior has to be the same. And so the question is, what resistor do we need here, so that when this circuit is open, meaning all the current is flowing through this resistor, so that there is here a voltage of 9 volt, and that 9 volt drop is across the resistor. We can do so with our standard Ohm's law. Let's call this Rn, and we can calculate that again, U equals R times I, and therefore now we want to calculate the Rn in our case equals U divided by I, and our U that we want to drop over the resistor is 9 volt, so that the behavior is the same. And then our I that is flowing through this resistor, it cannot be otherwise than 900 amperes. They have nowhere to go. A is a dead end, and so the 900 ampere have to go through a resistor, and so it has to be 9 volt divided by 900 ampere. And so this 9 cancels out, and we have 1 volt over 100 ampere. In general, volt over ampere, that's already ohms, that's good. And 1 over 100 is 0.01, and that is 10 milliohm. Okay, so this Rn is 10 milliohm. And now this is suspicious because, okay, 10 milliohm, we already had here 10 milliohm. And this is really a rule of thumb. If you convert a voltage source into a current source, these resistors are equal. And I will come back to that when we do the other direction, because here we have done voltage source to the current source, and when I will convert the current source to the voltage source, we will see that again. Okay, so we have done it. The 9 volt voltage source with a 10 milliohm resistor is converted to a 900 ampere current source with a 10 milliohm resistor. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if it helped you, and see you next time.